boy entered a hotel coffee shop and sat at a table. As the waitress put a glass of water in front of him, he asked, "How much is an ice cream sundae?" 50 cents, replied the waitress. The little boy put his hand in his pocket and pulled out all of his coins, and he studied them for a second. How much is a dish of plain ice cream?" he inquired. Now some people were waiting for a table, and the waitress was growing very impatient. 35 cents, she said with frustration. The little boy again counted the coins. "I'll have the plain ice cream," he said. The waitress brought the ice cream, put the bill on the table, and walked away. The boy finished the ice cream, paid the cashier, and departed. When the waitress came back and began to wipe down the table, she swallowed hard at what she saw. There, placed neatly next to the empty dish, were 2 nickels and 5 pennies, her tip. Wow, there is a powerful lesson to be learned there. A frustrated waitress becomes humbled by a young boy. A young boy gives all he had to a frustrated waitress who was serving him. The prevailing spirit in the world today is seeking to be served. What is in it for me? If I do that for you, what can I expect in return? The biblical meaning of serving asks this: what can I do for you? A real servant is someone who is secure and strong enough to humbly think of others more than self. That is not a normal occurrence for most of us, but it's potential within each and every one of us. In Dale Taylor's devotional book, he refers to God-word living. Isn't that what serving is? God-word living? We were created by God for God. Taylor goes on to say, we were not made to live independent, self-directed lives. We were not meant to exist according to our own self-oriented plans, living it in our own moments of glory. Mother Teresa made this simple yet profound statement: a life not lived for others is not a life. That is what serving in the spirit of humility looks like, a life lived for others. Stop and think for a minute. Would you say you lead a God-word living life with a purpose to serve others? Do you believe that God just might have you in Premier to grow you and your heart to serve? Created by God for God with a purpose to serve. However, in the midst of a self-seeking world, we get caught up in self-gain. In Premier, we are incredibly blessed to be part of a company that was founded from day one with a purpose to serve. Premier's philosophy, purpose, plan, and focus on serving is what sets Premier apart. That will never change. It's what Andy refers to as the 4 pillars that hold Premier up. Philosophy. We believe God created every person with value and that people are our most important asset. Purpose. To enrich every life we touch and offer hope and help others meet their financial and personal needs. Plan. To provide excellent service through retailing high-fashion jewelry at jewelry shows, because it's through service that we fulfill our purpose to enrich lives. And the 4th pillar, a focus on serving. What does that require of us? Willing to help meet the needs of others while expecting nothing in return. Humbly putting others before yourself. Getting involved in the messy lives of others and building relationships in the midst. In today's culture, everyone is busy, often too busy to serve. In Premier, we know that we need to keep our focus on serving, regardless of how crazy this world gets and regardless of this ever-changing world. Before we jump into how to be Premier in the ways we serve, we need to have the right mindset about what we do. These 5 B's will help you settle into the mindset that keeps you from giving up or quitting. And I know no one in here is considering that. You'd be silly. Number 1, believe in Premier, who they are as a company, and buy into the purpose to enrich lives. 2, believe in our product. Although it's pretty, it's not perfect. That's okay. Number 3, believe in our hostess plan. Number 4, believe God has you in Premier for such a time as this. And number 5, believe in yourself. So how can we get to serving in ways that set us apart? Here we go. The first area we're going to talk about is jewelry shows. Whether you call it a jewelry show, a party, a style show, doesn't matter. As long as you are there to serve your hostess and her guests. Before the show, at the show, and after the show are all opportunities to serve. Hostess care. Serve your hostess from the moment you meet her. You will create a relationship by getting to know her and communicating with her. Plug her number into your phone, friend her on Facebook, add her to your private Facebook group if you have one, and serve her every time you call. We serve her every time we contact her. Be sure to make her invitation for her. Ask her if she wants an email version or a text version or both. Ask her if she wants you to set up a Facebook event. You set it up, make her the co-host, and she adds her friends. You will begin to serve her friends now as you post fun fashion, your catalog link, and create dialogue and posts and fun questions. Offer to calculate the advanced order that she receives. Let her know she can simply text you who wants what and you'll give her the total, or offer to contact her friend to collect. These are simple tasks, but a huge act of service. Are you doing what seems to be the little things? Are you doing it with an expect nothing in return spirit? Be faithful in the small things, because it's in them that your strength lies. How about when we get to the show? Enter that home, office, restaurant, or wherever you are having it with a "how may I serve you" attitude. Seems simple, and it is, but you got to get rid of the all about me stinking thinking, the I need bookings, and I need to sell a lot of jewelry attitude. Yes, you want bookings. Yes, you want to sell a lot of jewelry. We need to make money and get future shows. I get it. But after a few shows with no bookings and low or no retail, if that's the only reason you are doing that show, then you will most likely get discouraged enough to give up, start ignoring calls and texts from your Premier Mom and upline, and stop going to training. It's the mindset of serving that keeps you moving forward after that not so great show or that canceled show. It's your heart to serve, expecting nothing in return, that enriches lives, including your own. When you're at the show setting up, get to know your hostess and any of our family members that are still hanging around. Do small talk. Answer the door and greet her guests. Yes, that's part of serving. On to the presentation. Whether it's a casual or formal setting, whether it's with or without diva dollars, this is where the excitement of the versatility of our product and the opportunity for free jewelry, bookings, potential income, sponsoring is at its best if your servant heart is shining through. I truly believe that it's our commitment to want to add value to their lives by teaching them simple solutions to having a pulled together look, our desire to make them feel pretty, and to create a fun experience and enjoy all of our time while we are there. When people ask me what I do to hold over 100 shows and retail over $100,000 in jewelry in a 12-month period, my answer isn't a booking activity or I always have a special. My answer is I serve people and build relationships. Like Andy says, you can sell without serving, but you can't serve without selling. Shopping time. Are you serving or just doing business? This is a great time to offer personal one-on-one styling, get to know them better, ask questions while they're at the table, and to listen to everything they're saying. Building relationships will happen if you are interacting with them and not just waiting for them to decide what they want while you're sitting in the kitchen for them to come and pay. Checkout. This is a great place to serve by offering, Yes, when we offer free jewelry at checkout and offer to send a video or set up a coffee date, you are serving. I think we miss the fact that everything we do centers around serving, if we're doing it right. Often we just go through the motions. Anyone can say, want free jewelry, need some income, but it's the heart we say it from that reflects if we are really interested in them. Do you just want to book a show and sign a jeweler? Or do you really, really want to offer hope, fun, and opportunity? Follow up after the show. You are not done serving when you leave your show or when you hit that submit button. Your effort to send thank you notes, texts, calls. Keep hostesses informed on the delivery status of the show and contact her guests to make sure they received it or if there were any issues is all part of premier service. We go the extra mile and take care of the jewelry needs, but it's the relationship that is forming that shows our true servant's heart. Number 2, social media. It's here, whether we like it or not. It can be a blessing in your business or a curse, depending how you use it. Can you serve through social media? Yep, you sure can. You brand yourself through social media. Be careful what you're branding. Do you want to be branded as a needy, desperate jeweler by posts or one who is seeking to serve and to encourage? Branding is a process, and the image you brand is hard to reverse. Pray and seek to brand yourself with an image of serving others. Begin to think or rethink the brand you have now versus the brand you really want. Number 3, replacements and exchanges. Serving at its best. But why do we tend to get all worked up over them? Like, I have to pick up another broken piece of jewelry. It's the 3rd time that piece broke, and it's the same person, and she's the mean person. Or she's gonna really be mad if I ask her to mail it to me. Because our product isn't pretty, it actually creates opportunity to serve. So it's a good thing. I love that I can say, I am happy to take care of this for you, or I am so glad that we have the golden guarantee to cover these defects. The problem I find is, and this was me for many years, I feel guilty when the jewelry breaks. I feel like I let them down. People, nothing is perfect. Don't feel bad. Rather be excited to get it taken care of quickly for her. Good service doesn't wait over a week to process a replacement and exchange. Good service gets it done the moment she asks. And she also has an opportunity to say, is there anything else I can do for you? Would you like a current catalog? Can I come by with the new spring line to just show it to you? Number 4, opportunity presentations. These are not events to sign people up. If they decide to sign up, great. But we need to look at OPs as an opportunity to share the marketing plan and offer hope to others. It's not pushy to share. Not sharing is really not nice. Others don't know what you have to offer until you share it with them. Isn't that an act of service? We have got to be more intentional about sharing the marketing plan, or as I refer to it, the heart of Premier, and realize that sharing is part of how we serve through our business. Will you share with everyone in 2017? Why not? Worst thing they can do is say, no thank you, or not now. That's okay, because you planted a seed. I was a seed planted that took 2 years to harvest. I'm pretty sure my upline thinks I was a yield worth waiting for. Had Premier not been shared with me, I wouldn't be here. Guess what? You wouldn't be here. People, please share. We have a reason to share with or without promotions. Don't wait for a promotion to share, although we got one. Hashtag thanks, Premier. Don't waste any time. Get to blessing others with the opportunity that we have been blessed with. And number 5, serving your Premier family. That's your upline, your downline, and your sideline. If I asked you to make a list of what you have done in the last 30 days to serve your premier family, would you be able to write down 1 or 2 things? 2 or 3, 4 or 5? Or would you realize, I'm always asking, I'm always expecting, I'm always waiting, rather than I'm offering to serve. Even if you're a brand new jeweler, you have something to offer. Might not be years of experience, but you have hands and feet that can do things to help. Have you offered new jewelers? If you have been a premier for a while, you have a testimony of perseverance. Are you sharing it? We are all different makes and models, sizes and shapes, but one thing we have in common is that we were created to serve. That young boy had every reason to spend all 50 cents and go for the ice cream sundae, but he didn't. He chose to sacrifice and go with the plain dish of ice cream for 35 cents so he could give a tip to a waitress even though she had not offered him the best service. Y'all, we need to serve regardless of our current circumstances or frustrations and regardless of how others may treat us. Serving sets us apart. Do you believe it? Will you seek a Godward living life with a purpose to serve? Take these next words to heart and remember you were created for this. Do all the good you can, by all the means you can, in all the ways you can, in all the places you can, at all the times you can, to all the people you can, as long as ever you can. Here's a line from a Toby Mac song that I decided to edit, because remember, you know you're a jewelry lady if you edit a song to fit premiere. Here we go. Light shine bright everywhere we go, serving through our jewelry to illuminate the soul. Light shine bright everywhere we go, serving through our jewelry to illuminate the soul. What we do as a jewelry lady, an accessory stylist, or whatever you call yourself, goes well and way beyond our product. Serving through our jewelry shows, style shows, use and twos, and social media gives us the opportunity to enrich lives. How we serve can illuminate souls. Shine bright, my friends, and leave here today with a new or a renewed spirit to serve for a greater purpose and be set apart as Godward living. God bless you in 2017. Y'all got this.